Well, sir, I'm ready if you are.
Yes.
Hey, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome, everyone, to Monday Night Raw.
Oh, we're kicking it off with a bang tonight.
Oh, welcome to TGW RAW on BananaRoMa TV. I am EvilPenguinGaming.
And I am OddSmith311.
And we are in week 3 of May. And we are kicking things off with former Intercontinental Champion, former NXT Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Nice. Thanks for joining us, everybody. That's exciting. We're almost, next week will be our second pay-per-view event.
Indeed.
Extreme Rules. And what a build-up it's been. I'm excited about tonight, especially since I have very little idea what's happening.
You never know what's happening on my shows.
No. And if you didn't catch it last night, we'll be replaying SmackDown and Raw. Sunday night, we had our first tag team gauntlet match last night with a surprise winner in the LOD, making their glorious return.
It was indeed glorious.
And we have our final match for the Intercontinental First Contender.
That's next week.
Yeah.
You had the, the semifinals of the tournament last night, and then the finals of the tournament are next week.
Yes. Rusev and Seth Rollins were left standing.
It's Rusev Day!
Quite the impressive showing. Who is he? Against Randy... I'm sorry, not Randy Savage. Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, Ricky Steamboat.
Who's McIntyre facing? Oh, nice.
Le Bulldog.
You know, I was watching some old WWE the other day, and they had like him and a bunch of people on screen. And I'm like, man, none of these people are alive anymore. This is depressing.
I know, it's so sad.
See Dusty Rhodes, he's gone. Bobby Heenan, he's gone. Yeah, there's just so many people. Macho Man, Scary Sherry, Elizabeth, Rick Rude, Ultimate Warrior. God, it gets even more depressing when you start saying it out loud like that.
Right.
Jesus. We got a hell of a show, I can talk. We got a hell of a show opening here tonight. You want to tell us about what else is happening tonight, or you want to keep it a surprise?
Well, let's find out.
McIntyre with... And a little wrestling to start this one off. Oh, a nice takedown by Bulldog. And a stylish headlock.
Oh, boy. Well, let's see. Oh, we have the second Fatal 4-Way Elimination match that will lead to the one-on-one match next week. The winner of tonight's match will face the winner of last week's match. That is Sting.
And that was a badass match.
For the #1 contendership to the Universal Championship. We also have the United States Championship rematch from Payback.
Nice.
Between AJ Styles and Christian.
I gotta go with my boy Styles there a bit. Christian's been very impressive lately.
We got a few other matches salted in here, but I'll just leave those for everybody to find out when they happen.
Back in the ring, McIntyre with a beautiful powerbomb, and Davey Boy finding his way to his feet. Into the ropes. Ooh.
There's nothing like just catching an elbow to the chest. My God.
Man.
Especially when you're running 20, 30 mile an hour.
Ooh, beautiful. Was it gut wrench powerbomb kind of maneuver?
It was. Well, is that going to be a new one?
I was just trying to think of something.
A powerplex.
A power. Yes. The powerplex.
That sounds better than a soup bomb. Powerplex.
The spear line block and the powerplex. That's what we gotta name. That's what I'm gonna name my individual finisher. The powerplex. Hey, how's it going, Fusion Mountain 4? Thank you for joining us. You're just in time. This is our first match.
Yes, it is. We got a great show ahead tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Fatal 4-Way. I always enjoy those matches. And that was an elimination, right?
Yes,
Type?
yes, sir.
Even better. McIntyre going again.
Pile driver.
Like a sack of potatoes. Again.
Who you got? No.
Nope.
Oh. Now that, sir, that was a power bomb.
That's like the second or third time he's powerbombed the shit out of him in this match. And he's just kind of taking Davey Boy to Ooh. Tilt-a-whirl.
Wicked backbreaker.
Ooh.
Oh, ref bump, ref bump, ref bump.
You gotta knock the fuck out. And McIntyre's just... Oh! Drives the air right out of him. Going for a cover. 2. So what are your thoughts on the Psycho Sid, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe matchup?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's a lot of mean in the ring at the same time, man. A lot of mean and a lot of meat. I wouldn't want to meet any of those guys in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to meet any of those guys in a white alley. Nice reversal by Bulldog. And a crucifix.
He was always a big proponent of that move. He used that in like every match.
Is that how he beat Brett?
I want to say that. I was just going to say, I think that's how he beat Brett in 92.
It was either a crucifix or he like Brett was going to do a sunset flip and he just dropped down and
it was a roll up.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember it being some kind of like, holy crap, you just beat him. Like, kind of.
Right. Yeah, it was like a schoolboy, and I don't remember if he bridged back or not.
Oh, McIntyre just destroyed Davey Boy. This has got to be it.
And 1, 2.
Oh,
nope.
And a kick out. Yeah, that was a classic, man. That match.
Oh, I could watch that match over and over.
And it's so crazy because I've learned some stuff like behind the scenes shit. Like, I guess Davey Boy had been up all night pretty much smoking crack. So him and Brett hadn't had a chance to really work the match out. I guess a lot of that match was Brett, like, making him look good.
Oh, I don't doubt that a bit.
And that's just, I mean, that's hard. I mean, just from a fan perspective and trying to imagine it's hard to imagine being in the ring in the first place. But I start thinking about like that's the whole art that goes into it. You know, it's not just guys beating each other up. There has to be a rhythm. There has to be a purpose.
Right. That was a receipt for those power bombs from earlier.
Oh, beautiful. He gets laid out.
1, 2.
We got a match.
Let's see if Bulldog can actually pick up a win here. I don't think he's won yet.
No. This would be a great win, especially McIntyre's really taking him through the ringer here so far.
Not to mention, you know, you got a good UK battle going on here. You got Scotland versus England. And it's not even soccer. Wicked headbutt.
Away. And McIntyre. Just pummeling Bulldog.
Fist of clubbering.
Clubbering. He's just a clubbering.
If you will.
If you... Now see...
Oh, is it the dreaded chin lock?
The armbar.
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be a chin lock.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh, 1, 2.
I'm glad he kicked out of that. That would have been a very...
Yeah, because it would have been really anticlimactic.
No dreaded armbar.
Give me a count.
10, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
I think I was just like maybe a half a second ahead.
A sloth hair.
Yeah.
McIntyre's starting to get frustrated.
There we go. There's that chin lock.
That's it. That match is over with now. It's just a matter of time. The crowd's getting riled up. They love their chin lock.
He's going for the Claymore.
Beautiful block by Davey. Can he capitalize? Oh, man.
Yeah, Drew's pissed. 1, 2.
Oh, man, I thought that was
wow.
That's about as close as you can get to a 3 count without getting one.
Back to that armbar and elbow.
These two are actually having a pretty good...
Oh. God. I love that suplex.
Davey Boy, always an impressive... Oh, wait a minute. Powerplex. Yes! Davey, always an impressive specimen. We've seen a few interesting displays of power by Drew McIntyre. Speaking of which... Oh!
Oh, it's going to be my new hashtag.
1,
2, 3.
There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Powerplex.
The chosen one. Yep. Now we got hashtag Spearline Block and hashtag Powerplex.
I gotta say, that was a good 12-minute opener, man.
It was a good match.
It's really hard to tell there for a second. I think if Davey Boy could have capitalized with the power slam after blocking that finisher, he might have pulled it off. But
yeah, I agree.
McIntyre he just looked like he wanted it more. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first match, Drew McIntyre.
Got a very interesting match coming up next, ladies and gents.
Is it midgets? Are you allowed to say?
It's not.
See,
I wish there was midgets in this game. I think the shortest you can make a guy is like 5'6".
Well, I don't even know, like, it changes like every 5 years. Is midget the derogatory term now?
I think it always has been.
Is it? Because I thought it used to be calling people dwarf or something was insulting, and then, I don't know.
I think little people is the accepted vernacular.
I don't know. I guess if I would just rather be called midget.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean,
or like I told you, microhuman.
Yeah. My God. Oh shit.
BananaRoMa TV, ladies and gentlemen.
The most controversial channel on Twitch. We don't waste any time here at TGW. Speaking of not wasting any time, the Fanatic one himself.
Oh man, I wish the Honky Tonk Man was in this game. We could relive that SummerSlam match where he beat him for the Intercontinental title in like 8 seconds.
And didn't he have the belt for like a record?
I think he's still the record holder for a single reign as champion.
So I wish they would fixate on one guy, and then again, I guess it had to be somebody who would be down for it. But get someone like the Intercontinental belt, and then just be like the uber champion. I think I like when they do that with those titles. Like they were smart there for a while. When they were trying to put the what was it, Intercontinental belt on Daniel Bryan. And the U.S. heavyweight belt on John Cena. That made it interesting again. That made me start liking John Cena because he was having matches under that with that belt that I had not seen him have as a champion, like a heavyweight champion. And it brought out like a whole different kind of.
Oh yeah. Baron Corbin, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy's impressing me more and more every time I see him. He's one of those guys I kind of, for some reason, I don't associate with him being as big as he is until he stands next to other people.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
What is he, like 6'7", 6'8"?
I don't know that he's that tall, but I know he's got some height to him.
This is without a doubt a big time match for him, guys. I don't think he can afford to.
Ultimate Warrior.
It's a big time match for him, guys. Shut up, Cole.
The Banks statement. Or no, what's he say about Sasha Banks? The boss.
Oh, it's boss time. God, I hate that crap. You know, as much as I like Baron Corbin, he's in there with the Warrior.
Yeah, this doesn't bode well for him. But hey, stranger things have happened.
Which is a very interesting show. I'm only a few episodes into it, but it's not bad.
I need to watch it, man. I've had everybody and their mom that I know tell me, "Oh, it's such a good show."
Whoa!
Wow.
Wicked neck breaker to start things off. Back breaker.
My neck. My back.
Stop it.
Ultimate Warrior with some...
Whoa, wait a second.
No.
Already?
It can't be.
Going for the pin already. 1,
2.
2.
Oh. That might have been a record.
That would have been fantastic.
If Baron Corbin can survive the initial onslaught, he might actually have a chance. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there's the splash.
It's over.
It's over. Holy
1,
crap.
2,
2,
3. Oh my God.
Oh, like I said, I like Baron Corbin, but he was in there with a Warrior.
Yeah. There's that gorilla press. When that wasn't enough to get the job done, that atomic splash.
Oh.
The only move more deadly than the atomic leg drop.
Apparently he loaded up the rocket fuel.
That's so funny after the first match was like 12 minutes long.
Yeah, I know it.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, as usual. The Ultimate One. Can anybody stop
Which
this
reminds
man?
me of what we've been talking about with my stuff all day.
Mm-hmm.
I've had one squash.
Was it him?
No.
Oh.
1 out of 12 so far. And the other 11 have actually been really good. A couple of big surprises. A couple of really big surprises, actually.
Well, given the fact you're going all sim, that's... something crazy is going to happen.
Oh! Lita!
Speaking of the champion.
Now, if you remember correctly, Lita, being the women's champion, was pinned by Carmella 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. Non-title match, obviously.
Yeah, it was a non-title match.
Oh, never mind. I'll see you in a minute. A second.
However, if I remember correctly, I set up. Did I not say that I was giving Carmella a title shot?
I believe you did after she pinned her.
Because of that pin, yeah. So next week we'll be seeing Carmella against Lita at Extreme Rules for the Women's Championship.
I had to give the same consideration to the Ascension after last night.
Yeah, buddy, you do. And don't worry, this is a tag team match. Yes, Lita and Trish are partners.
Ah, nice.
I can't put them against each other. I just can't. As many incredible matches as they had against each other, I just can't do it.
Eventually she's going to want that belt.
That's true.
That friendship will be put to the test. Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
It's my girl.
If you're nice, I might trade her to you.
That'd be sweet.
I'd have to look at your roster and see who you got.
Hey, well, man, Carmella's good. Badass, too. She ain't no
Oh, yeah.
Was she an ex-Lakers girl or something?
Something like that.
You know whose music I've had stuck in my head all weekend? It's fucking Shinsuke Nakamura.
Because it's fantastic.
It reminds me of like an epic, like a Final Fantasy theme or something. Like
Exactly. You gotta watch, he gets played to the ring at a couple of takeovers.
Is he? I'm trying to think. The next pay-per-view is Royal Rumble, right?
Uh-huh. He just last night declared himself for the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
He and Orton both declared last night, and a couple of women declared. I don't remember who.
No.
Oh, Nia Jax.
Nia Smash.
It's the best friends against the best friends.
Oh my god. It is funny seeing them on the Diva show together. They're such a... Like, what, Jeff?
You know, you're on air revealing that you watch Total Divas, right? I just want you to know that.
You are talking to the same person that posted a picture of himself in an adult onesie.
You know what?
And wearing a tiara.
Point taken.
So I don't
Point
really...
taken, sir.
I'm past giving a shit about any of that stuff. I'm 36 now. I don't have to care. I'm not cool anymore. I can deal with that. I passed the threshold.
Now, if you want to see something really, really funny, the guys that I've been telling you about that do the podcast,
Yeah.
they do like punishments, because they do predictions and everything, and whoever loses at the end of the month has a punishment. And one guy's punishment was to cover Nia Jax's theme song.
A punishment?
Hilarious.
What instrument?
No, singing it.
Oh.
Oh, dude, so funny. I mean, it's brutal, but it's hilarious.
I subscribed to that podcast. I just haven't listened to it yet. The
Wrestle Ramble.
Wrestle Ramble, yeah.
They've been putting up some good stuff lately. They just put up. I just listened to yesterday. Their worst moments of this year, and then on Friday, I think the best moments of this year is going up. Friday or Saturday.
Now, do you know how long they've been doing their show for?
The podcast hasn't even been a year.
So I guess while we're on air, we can mention what we're talking about right now. We each of us listened to I mean, there are a lot of podcasts for wrestling out there, a lot. And, you know, some of the more obvious ones, Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, Cornette, you know, those. But there's other ones out there, like this one, Wrestle Ramble. You can find it on, I don't know, on Castbox, and I'm sure you can find it through other various...
It's on iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes, anything like that. You said it's, what, 2 British guys? British?
Yeah, it's Luke Owen and Ollie Davis.
Definitely, I need to check it out. Like I said, I actually did subscribe to it on Castbox.
It's so funny. Go in here. Let me see what the last couple they put up.
Some other good ones out there. While he looks at I'm sure another one. Just about every wrestling fan is listening to Something to Wrestle with. Bruce Pritchard. Probably one of the most entertaining shows on, period, right now.
I've been enjoying it.
Him and Conrad have a good. Well, Conrad's just a good host. And I can't say that I always agree with him, and I can't say that I always even like him in every moment. But overall, the dude is just good. I mean, he's knowledgeable. He's found, you know, he was good on the Ric Flair show. He's good on Something to Wrestle with. WHW.
Yeah, I've only listened to one episode of WHW, which is What Happened When with Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson. And it was the episode about the last episode of Nitro.
Nice. That's a good one. And that one's kind of a different vibe because Schiavone is a little more straightforward in a sense than Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard he's a carny. I mean, the way he describes stuff, he's very theatrical, which is what makes him entertaining. You know, Schiavone is just more straight to the point, but he's funny. I really like the show. It's kind of a different dynamic.
Man, my phone's going slow right now.
Looks like Lita so far is got laid
having it taken to her. While your girl, who's barely as tall as the top ring rope, just walks into the corner.
At this age, she's just kind of kicking her legs. Like a little chihuahua. A hot blonde chihuahua.
Yeah, in my subscriptions on Castbox, I have 12 subscriptions.
Are they all wrestling?
They're all wrestling.
RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
One I haven't listened to yet. Have you listened to Wade Keller?
No, I'm not really big. I'm not a big Meltzer Keller fan. I'd rather actually hear it from people who are in the business.
See, I haven't listened to Wade Keller. I subscribed to it because I saw it and I thought I might check it out. But Edge and Christian's podcast, so funny.
Yeah, I need to check that one out for sure.
I've got Jerry Lawler has a podcast. I haven't listened to any episodes of it yet. It's called Dinner with the King.
Interesting. I hadn't heard that at all.
Lillian Garcia's Chasing Glory. I've listened to a couple episodes of that. The one I highly recommend listening to the episode with Paige. Very, very in depth. You'll learn some stuff that maybe some people should not have known, but she put it out there. So I've got JR's here, the Ross Report.
Oh, of course.
I've got both versions of the Steve Austin show. Wrestle Ramble, Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. Sam Roberts. I like listening to Sam Roberts.
He's good, man. He's really good.
I've got Jericho.
Jericho's really good too. I mean, a lot of those guys, man.
1, 2,
and a kick out.
But yeah, man, like when I'm sitting here recording matches, sometimes I'll just mute the TV and listen to podcasts.
Oh hell yeah! I don't even listen to music.
Small drop. Oh boy.
Man, has Trish been in the match yet?
Don't tell me. 1, 2. Oh, boy.
That's 2 people that's been your champion.
Oh, boy. Oh, did that really have to happen?
That was
Oh,
unfortunate.
oh, man, did that really have to happen? You know what? You know what that goes to show? That my women's division is on fire.
Yeah, you got some of the top names right now, man. Definitely. Yeah, Trish Stratus in there. Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss. You got Charlotte competing. Carmella. I'm trying to think of most in your division.
I've got a few.
You got Becky Lynch, right?
Do I have Becky Lynch or do you have Becky Lynch?
I can't remember. I feel like if I had Becky Lynch, she would be like in more of a. I have to check here in a little bit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I feel as the general manager, I am obligated. Maybe it was a quick pin. Maybe Nia just caught her, unassuming. But I feel like I'm obligated to add Nia to that championship match at Extreme Rules.
Well, you can't deny that she manhandled the champion. Woman handled. She whooped her ass.
Woman handled,
I mean,
yes.
I mean, it's just however you want to put it.
So you heard it here first at Extreme Rules. We're going to have a triple threat match for the women's championship between Nia Jax, Carmella, and the champion Lita.
That would be good. That would be a good one. This pay-per-view is going to be sweet.
Now, while we got Johnny Wrestling coming out here, let's remind everybody that, yes, the pay-per-view is titled Extreme Rules for a reason. We have not revealed any stipulations yet.
Stipulations, if you will.
And I think it's a good idea to maybe keep our viewers in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
Just be assured that you will not want to miss Extreme Rules.
Emphasis on the extreme.
Oh, it's Bo Dallas. Do you believe?
I believe. Adam Bomb Jr. It's my boy.
Yeah, Bob.
Make Paul proud.
Oh,
It's so hard
well,
to believe.
no, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's just hard to believe that's Bray Wyatt's brother.
I know it. Since we got Johnny Gargano in the ring, I should mention that I was watching NXT before we came on, and Johnny Gargano won the #1 contendership for the NXT Championship.
And who's the champion right now? Aleister Black?
No, it's Andrade Cien Almas, who's not even in this game.
So I can't wait till the next batch of people come up from NXT on the men's side. Because there's a lot of guys down there. There's a lot of good talent down there right now. That's like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of it seems like it's more homegrown now. Are a lot of those guys from the Indies?
Well, I mean, there's certainly some from the Indies, but I mean, you just take a look at Lars Sullivan, and he is 100% homegrown, and he is monstrous.
Braun Strowman was too, was he?
Braun Strowman, yes, he was homegrown. Now, someone like Gargano was not homegrown. I believe Bo Dallas was, though.
I don't know. I just feel like because of his background, he would have wrestled. I mean, I don't know. Did his dad run a school or a promotion or anything?
I don't think so.
Because his dad was Mike Rotunda, right?
Yeah, and he's a Hall of Famer, so I mean, they kind of had an in.
Yeah.
At least I think Rotunda's a Hall of Famer.
If he's not, he should be.
I agree. I don't remember if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I don't think he was. Oh, what do we have here? Beautiful.
Oof! What? That was a full Nelson faceplant driver kind of thing.
Oh, and we have a crossface type move here. Bo Dallas tapping like a mother.
That is it.
Get me out of here. You're a winner. The guy I can honestly say I've never heard of before.
Johnny Wrestling. You need to watch more NXT,
I'd
brother.
be a complete liar if I said I ever recognized that guy's name.
You really need to watch more NXT, man.
I do. Especially seeing all the talent that's been coming up in there. Because the first, like, when the Ascension came up and stuff, they kind of fizzled. And a few of them fizzled, and it was like, ugh. And then everybody started hitting their stride.
Except the Ascension.
Yeah.
And that's really sad, because the Ascension were, dominant in NXT. They destroyed tag teams in NXT.
Yeah, that's why they had such a reputation coming up. It really caught me off guard. I kept hearing all this good stuff about them. And then when they come up, they were just getting... it's not their fault, I don't think. They kind of did this...
Well, no, it's just bad booking.
Asuka and Shinsuke have kind of suffered from a similar fate, haven't they?
So has Bailey. A lot of people that have come up have suffered that fate. The only one that's been booked at least somewhat decently has been Joe. Got the Von Erich boys.
Oh shit.
Now, this is a rematch, actually, from just a few weeks ago.
Oh, it's just,
Oh, no, wait, no, this isn't the rematch. Never mind. Forget I said that. This is another match in the tag team tournament. And the winner will go on to face DeBar next week for the #1 contendership to the tag team titles.
oh shit. Which are being held by the Outsiders right now, right?
Correct, sir.
I don't know, man. These guys just never really clicked with me. I've just never really been too excited about them. Because I didn't know much about the Bullet Club. I think I had a lot to do with it. You know, I didn't have that.
That it does. I didn't know much about them being in the Bullet Club. But yeah, that's why they were able to come in the way they did. They didn't have to go through NXT. Plus, Gallows had been there before.
Say he was Festus, wasn't he?
He was Festus, and then he was with Punk in the Straight Edge Society.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. See, I missed most of CM Punk's time. That was during a time when I wasn't really watching. And I
see, okay, unpopular opinion. The way he is now, with the way he has trashed the company, I could care less if CM Punk ever comes back.
Yeah, man, he's really like I've listened to a couple of like he did that Colt Cabana show. I seen him. He was on OTR. And he ended up getting up and walking out because dude, he's just so full of himself.
Yeah, and I cannot stand people like that. Mickey Gall whooped his ass in UFC.
Well, the problem
that was like what, less than 2 minutes?
The problem is everybody got, and I did too, started getting caught up in the hype about, well, he's training, maybe he has a chance, and afterward you stop and really start thinking about it, and it's like he never had a chance. Like,
no, he didn't.
It's not that I'm not saying the guy ain't tough, but that's not the point. There's a difference between just being a tough guy and being a trained fighter. I mean, like, experienced. I mean, Gall, I don't think Gall's like a...
Yeah, there you go, into the buckle. Oh.
Like, I think Gall's a younger guy, right? But he's probably still been training for 10, 15 years. I mean, whatever.
Right.
And Punk's been training for a year. He's never really been in a real fight. Like, that type of fight. I don't know. I don't blame Dana White for doing it, though. I mean, it's a good business, you know.
Right. And my thing is, you know, with AJ, she left so she didn't have to deal with all the backlash from him. So if he didn't act like such a douche and walk out after the Royal Rumble because he wasn't happy about his spot anymore, he and his wife would probably both still be employed by the WWE.
It's a hard one, man, because... Did you listen to the Colt Cabana thing?
No, I've never listened to a Colt Cabana podcast.
Well, the only time I listened to it was the one where it was the first time that Punk had broke his silence since leaving WWE, and it was interesting. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, man...
What?
Oh.
Two.
Some of the stuff, I mean, man, you just hear so much shit, but some of it kind of overlaps.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you. Iggy's here.
Is he? I'm about to reload my chat. I don't have any.
Iggy's here. What's up, Iggy?
Como esta?
I ain't seen you in about, 2 weeks or so, buddy? Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just happened to see that. You were saying?
It's so hard to tell, man, because, like, it's interesting to listen to the Something to Wrestle With episode talking about CM Punk. And Bruce Pritchard actually speaks pretty highly of him. And says that the problem with Punk was that it wasn't so much that he was a bad guy, it's just that he was so... He's just how he was. He seemed standoffish, and he, you know...
We got that Von Erich claw.
Ooh, this could
Is this
be
gonna
it.
be it.
Oh. He got it.
That's it. That's it.
No one escapes
So, now, what I was saying about that rematch, spoiler. Next week, we will have the Von Erichs and the Bar. Now, back in week 1 of May, so 2 weeks ago, the Bar beat the Von Erichs in a regular exhibition match. So, next week we'll get the rematch, and it's for the #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championships.
Nice. That'll be a good one. I was kind of surprised, man. They kind of went through those guys.
Yeah, they did.
That claw.
Yeah, Iggy, it's totally cool, dude. We've all been busy.
Oh yeah.
We missed you, buddy.
Hey, you missed some good wrestling related stuff.
You're gonna have to go back and watch the episodes on the channel. Catch up on what you missed.
We did a review. Was it last week or the week before? For
It was...
Clash of Champions 2017, like right after the show.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black.
He's got a microphone.
Perhaps to respond to Bray Wyatt. Ugh. God, his music is amazing. Ugh. So Bray Wyatt comes out here last week and makes some crazy statement about wanting to guide me through the darkness. Well, Bray, what you need to understand is that my soul is far from lost. No. I know exactly where this path leads and the future it brings. You see, Bray, my darkness is a little different than yours. My darkness can be shared with those who see things the way I do. Yours, well, yours is ugly. It's twisted. It's cult-like. Your darkness is the kind that is feared by many. But I assure you, Bray, it is not feared by me. So, Bray, I offer you this solution. Meet me at Extreme Rules, and we will see who truly has the superior dark soul. But if you do, I can promise that you will fade to black.
And there you have it. Dire words from Aleister Black. That was a good promo. I don't know much about Aleister Black, but it seems spooky.
Ooh, that was fun.
That was good, man.
I like delivering that one. Here we go.
Aw, snap.
United States Championship rematch.
The contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship.
Do your thing, JoJo. Oh, he is phenomenal. Dude, let me tell you. When he debuted at the Royal Rumble in 2016, I jumped out of my seat. I could not believe that AJ finally made it to the WWE. I was so stoked.
Well, everything about the way he came in the company defies how they usually do things. He didn't go to NXT. He didn't change his gimmick. AJ Styles, phenomenal one.
Felix just asked you a question. Or not Felix, Iggy just asked you a question.
Excuse me. Not yet. He's talked about it a little bit. But I haven't actually seen the game. Was that one of those Humble Bundle games? I might actually own that. I have so many games, I swear. When I'm starting Sword of Vermilion probably tonight. When I get through that, Shining in the Darkness, then I'm gonna start Final Fantasy VII. Dave's got Felix has a player's guide he's gonna let me borrow. And I was like, yeah, I might as well take it and start reading up on it.
My player's guide is in my head.
Part of me, like, I'm not against using this stuff, but I usually use player. I like to start playing the game and only use the guide if I get stuck. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in the case of this game, I don't know. It's not like I want to spend a ton of time studying up on it. I've learned a lot about it. That was one of the first things that we worked on when I joined BananaRoMA was putting together a video for getting some kind of materia, some rare materia. It was like a tutorial video that Felix was doing.
Was it the Alexander materia?
I honestly don't know. But it was something that was like
you're gonna have to look back and let me know which one it was.
I think we still have the files floating around somewhere in the Dropbox. I don't think I ever actually.
I would love to know which one it is.
Iggy, you wouldn't happen to know? No, I don't know why. I don't know why you would. That was like 3-4 years ago. No, it was like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Man, I didn't realize you guys were doing this long.
I know, man. It's crazy. When I sit and think about it, I'm like 3 years, shit.
I wish I would have known. We could have started this a long time ago. We could have started this with 2K17.
Well, it started off. kind of like we had a.
The challenger
Oh.
from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
Introducing the champion from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, he is the United States champion, Christian.
That's Birdman, brother.
Birdman.
If you would think about moving,
You gotta listen to their podcast. Oh my god, it's great. If you listen. I've listened to 3 of them. I listened to Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Listen to the Dolph Ziggler one.
Okay.
It is so good.
He seems like he'd be entertaining son of a bitch.
Like, you should do that tonight. It's that good. Okay, who you got?
I'm cheering for my man AJ.
I would love to see AJ with that belt back around his waist.
If I'm gonna do anything, it's gotta be tonight. Cause the next couple nights, I ain't gonna be able to do shit. It's kind of depressing. I've been trying not to think about it. I mean, I'm going to a buddy's house tomorrow night that I have someone who lives out in Tecumseh. I haven't seen him in like 6-7 months. So that'd be fun, but I gotta work Friday till 6, and then go back in at midnight and work 12 hours, and then work again,
Ew.
and then work again, and then work again. So it's just...
Yeah, that is kind of depressing.
Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Just gotta make it through this week, everything will go back to normal. Relative. Ooh.
Well, yeah, it'll be once the first of the year hits on Monday. Everything should be smoothed over.
Smooth like a baby's.
Look at that moonsault!
An intense riddle puzzle ARG game. Round table. I've heard about the tabletop simulator. Oh, that's what. I haven't actually played on it though, but Felix did show it to me one day. I've been waiting for him to get the. Yeah, you must have been. The last thing I saw was Round Table.
Yeah, that's the last thing I saw.
Ooh. Oh, I was looking at the stream. That already happened. Still. And Christian. Man, they're pretty deadlocked so far. But that's to be expected with these two competitors.
Oh, yeah.
This doesn't bode well for Christian.
A superplex never bodes well for anyone.
That can't feel good. See, the chin lock?
I thought we were getting a chin lock. Oh, wait a minute.
1,
2.
Kick out. Yeah, phone Twitch can be frustrating sometimes. I don't know why I don't just use my tablet. It's so much better. I always forget about it.
I want to get another tablet. It would be so much better for me at work. Just sit and watch videos on. Because I can do that, especially when summer comes. I'm gonna be so bored. Well, it's like the mornings now, dude. With all the students gone, I am bored to tears.
Yeah, I saw your message this morning when I got to work.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wish I was bored. I was like, my day flew by because I had like several things to do. I'm like, oh, I like that low because I know what you mean, man. Those days, that's what kills me in my other jobs sometimes. Where like, there's no, you just sit. You know what I mean? You just wait for the day to get over with, and it's just so mind-numbing. That's why I like that other job because I always got shit going on.
We get a cover. 1, 2. Kick out.
Yeah, besides what you and Felix have told me, Iggy, about that game, I haven't played it or anything yet. I have Dave.
Oh, there's that DDT.
This could be it.
1,
2.
2. No. It has a little longer 2 count, though.
I actually had the prototype of Felix's game he's working on. I gotta play through it, play test it for him. It's interesting. He's making it an RPG maker, but then he's giving it to somebody to turn it into. I'm prettier.
Kill switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it the kill switch when he came back. 1,
2.
2.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Again.
Oh.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Christian.
I wanted to see AJ take it.
He clevered him. Look at him. If you will. You know.
Christian. Well, you see, first,
you take the chicken and, well, you know, you take the grapes and the, you know, and the, the walnuts and the mayonnaise and, well, you know.
You know.
Jerry Jarrett.
Oh, man. Crying. That was funny.
And see, what's great is at the end of one of the podcasts, they have a clip from an interview that Jerry Jarrett had done on the radio recently. And it's funny because he talks like that. You know what I mean? Like, it seems so over the top, and you listen to him, that's how he talks. You know.
Yeah, when Pritchard does it, it does seem way over the top.
Yeah, I had to find which podcast that was. They play at the end of it, and he starts getting to describe his chicken salad recipe.
Wow, this is what I think it is. Oh man, I forgot to fade Christian's music. Sorry, I'm looking at a stack of. Oh, here comes your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Fatal 4-way elimination match to determine who Sting's opponent will be next week in the #1 contendership match for the Universal Championship. No, I'm looking at a stack of discs here. Yes, discs. CDs.
What is this, 1995?
No, I have. Well, people I used to work with always wanted me to burn music for them. So I have like 100 stack of blank CDs here.
Nice.
That I'll never use because they use MP3 players for everything.
Everyone, it's nice to have them laying around just in case. But yeah, you're right. Most of the time, they're useless anymore.
The wife likes to have a book of CDs in the car because she doesn't like to use the MP3 player all the time. And since I have that, maybe I'll do something nice and I'll burn her a bunch of discs for the car.
You know, I don't know if how big you were to the local band scene back in the day, but there's a lot of that stuff I have up on YouTube right now, like a lot of old local band music, mostly bands I was in, but we got a lot of other stuff. I have a website planned now, I just haven't had time to work on it. All kinds of local band music from back in the day.
I didn't talk to enough people, so I never really heard a lot of it. Is Brian still playing in Cold Conspiracy?
You know, I honestly don't know because they kind of had this endless cycle of getting together and then playing a show and then breaking up for like 8 months and then getting back together and playing a show and breaking up for 8 months, so who knows?
No, good lord. Always the animal.
That was a release. That was me, Jeff. Well, I'm not gonna say their names, but yeah, that was release. 9-pound hammer. Yep. Our crazy chili pepper Deftones. Weird, heavy.
Oh, see, you said one word that turned me off.
What's that?
Deftones.
Oh, dude. Well, Deftones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, see? You know what this reminds me of? I'll tell you exactly what this reminds me of. You remember the year we met? And you were always pissed off at me because I was always ragging on Nirvana.
Was I?
Because you said something like, I hate Nirvana and I hate you for hating them. I'll explain it more to you later. But yeah, dude, I cannot stand the Deftones.
Well, I know a lot of people who don't like the Deftones. I know a lot of people who don't like the Deftones. I know a lot of people who don't like the Deftones past, like... It's kind of like a lot of people with Metallica. They don't like the past a certain...
Those people need kicked in the face, but...
That's how I feel about Deftones. Actually, I really don't, because I love them. They really are one of my favorite bands, but, I mean, there's some bands that I can understand, like when people are like, oh, I hate 311, and people get violent about it. Like, I don't understand that. Like, 311 are just kind of a good rock band. I mean, even if you don't love them.
You were always a big 311 fan. I do remember that.
But like Deftones, Dillinger Escape Plan, Glassjaw, which some of my favorite bands. I mean, it doesn't really...
See, Dillinger Escape Plan is another one that I can't stand.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean, it's just... I'm trying to think of another one. You ever heard Don Capolaro?
No.
They're not really like they're an instrumental band. They're not like I mean, they're big as far as instrumental bands go, but they're not like super mega stars.
See, I like listening to. I listen to a lot of European metal. I love me some European metal. No, not Deathclaw. I love Nightwish. Oh God, I can't think of any names off the top of my head, and it's gonna bug me. Ugh. But I'm actually really big into female-fronted rock and metal, i.e. Hailstorm, In This Moment, New Year's Day.
I always liked Opeth. I thought they were really good.
Opeth or Otep?
Which? Otep's the one with the female. I always got them mixed up.
Yeah.
My friend Josh used to yell at me all the time for that. Because he's like, are you talking about Otep or Opeth? Like, wait a minute. Which one has the female singer that sounds like she's going to rip somebody's throat out? Crisis. I don't know if you ever listened to them.
No. Iggy brought up Kitty.
Kitty, hell yeah.
I love me some Kitty. Haha, giggity.
Yeah. Tool, man, oh yeah. I love Tool.
Tool, another one I can't stand. I can't stand anything that has to do with Maynard.
Yeah, that one, I can't understand that one. That's just...
it's not my taste. Butcher Babies, you listen to Butcher Babies?
No, I don't think I ever have.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I was waiting
Thanks,
for that.
Iggy.
You're killing me,
I've
man.
never liked Maynard. I've never liked him.
I don't like him either. It doesn't mean it don't matter. You know, it's. He was on what was it? Joe Rogan's podcast. And actually, that was kind of like a type of interview in a kind of setting that I never heard him in. And I kind of got a better, like, coming out of that interview, I kind of got a better feel for his... he's not as serious as I thought he was. But there is one thing I don't like. I don't like this thing with their pictures. How they've been kicking people out of their concerts for using their cameras.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
To me, dude, it's like at this point, I just don't get it. As much money they charge for these fucking tickets.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like the Misfits. The Misfits are making people lock up their cell phones for their like one-night reunion show.
I mean, that kind of...
It's a one-night reunion show.
I know.
How fucking cool would that be to be able to capture that?
I mean, I think if it was like 10, 15 years ago, I think it's a different setting, and I think the argument is more valid. I just think it's changed, man. I just think it's different now, and I don't...
So there's just people who don't want to accept technology. That's the long and short of it.
It's like when it comes to that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of like Maynard, but I mean, as far as their music goes, I mean, Tool. I don't know, man. They've been a huge influence on me. Like they just like some of the stuff on 10,000 Days, Rosetta Stone.
If I actually sat and listened to them, I might. It's not that I don't appreciate the music, and that's my thing. It's like I fucking hate the Beatles, but it doesn't mean I don't appreciate what they did for the music industry. The Beatles were huge in their day. Same with Elvis. I can't stand listening to Elvis, but Elvis was huge in his day. You know, I have respect for what people do for their industries. It's just some people just aren't my cup of tea. I love Rush's music if they had a different vocalist.
That's a pretty common one too.
Geddy Lee makes me want to stab my eardrums out with a rusty knife.
A salesman.
Anyway, we are way off track here. Batista got Goldberg out there by the post.
Ooh.
Balor. Ooh.
And Drax takes down Batista. Nothing goes over his head. His reflexes are too fast. Ooh.
Perfect circle covered Imagine. Oh, dude. Oh, Iggy, I will listen to that as soon as we are done. Because, A, I love cover songs. I'm a huge supporter of cover songs. And B, I absolutely love the original version of Imagine. That's the only Beatles song that I actually like.
Are you a fan of, do you like Led Zeppelin?
I love Zeppelin.
Have you ever heard their cover album, Iconium?
No.
I would really suggest listening to that. I think you'd really like it. If you like cover songs, there's a lot of good, like, true to form songs on there, and there's a couple interesting, like, redos, like, STP does Dancing Days, but I like their version better than the original.
Oh, so it's a tribute album to Zeppelin.
Yeah. Cover tribute, yeah.
Oh.
There's
see, the way you made it sound was that it was Zeppelin covering other tunes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it's a tribute album to Zeppelin. It's got God, it's been so long since I've listened to it.
Richard Cheese. I love that guy.
Richard Cheese.
Oh, you don't know Richard Cheese?
I don't recognize it.
Oh, all you need to hear, just YouTube Richard Cheese Down with the Sickness, and you will be hooked. I promise you. It's have you ever seen Dawn of the Dead?
I have a long time ago, yeah. My brother.
His version of Down with the Sickness is in that movie. He takes like metal and turns it into lounge music. like Rat Pack style music. It is so good.
Wait a minute. I know what you're talking about. Come on, get down with the sickness, your mother coming.
Yeah.
Come on, get down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yes. Yes.
That's the only one I think I've ever heard, though.
Oh, I haven't heard his cover of Rape Me. That's gotta be good. Oh, wait a minute. Spear!
Line block. Balor goes up.
He didn't go for the cover. Coup de grace. Now I'll go for the cover. On the miss. What?
2,
2,
3.
We have our first elimination, ladies and gentlemen.
Wasting no time on Goldberg. Better go after that big bastard. Ooh, drops him to the middle turnbuckle.
Yeah, it might be all popular music. I just only listen to the metal covers because that's what I listen to. Because pop music is garbage.
You ever heard the Nativity in Black Sabbath tribute albums?
I've heard some of the stuff.
Well, on both the albums, there's at least 2 of them. Who, for all I know, they have 3 or 4 of them now. But
I think there's only 2 of them.
most of the covers are pretty good. I mean, there's a few of them, like the SOD's or the System of a Down cover of Snowblind. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
I think I've got that.
there's a couple of them I was like, man. But for the most part, everybody did a pretty good job. Especially, God, who was it? Corrosion of Conformity. They did Lord of this World. And,
I haven't heard that one.
that was pretty spot on. I mean, it was really good.
I keep a special section of one of my hard drives partitioned off just for cover songs. Because I like covers that much. If you want to hear some absolutely amazing covers, Stone Sour has been doing some really, really good stuff.
See, here, cover.
Oh, 1, 2, oh boy.
I didn't realize that Stone Sour was even still together.
Oh yeah, they just put out a new album. They put out a new album this year.
Isn't Slipknot putting another, at least one more album?
Oh.
Jackhammer.
Jackhammer.
My God.
1,
2.
2, 3.
Oh.
What? Hi, Moobot. Oh my God, the Thunder Rolls cover. Have you heard that one?
I don't know if I have or not.
Oh,
By
put that in. No. Or he might be talking about Richard Cheese, but I'm not.
I was gonna say if it's Richard Cheese, and no, the only one I think I've ever heard was the Down with the Sickness song.
No. All That Remains covered the Thunder Rolls. It is fantastic.
That's an interesting combination.
I'm gonna help you out with some stuff. Yeah, it is All That Remains, Iggy. It's, oh my God, it's so good.
Ooh, this is gonna.
I actually have I have a playlist of my favorite covers on my YouTube channel. Just like a created playlist that I made off of other people's videos.
Have you ever heard the album that Between the Buried and Me did? That was all cover songs.
Yeah, I've got that.
So good. That's such a talented group of people, man.
Wait a minute.
Crucifix.
1, 2.
Oh.
OTEP did Sail? I don't know that I've heard that. I know I haven't heard it. But I download all of OTEP's music. And I have not. I don't know if I have that. I'll have to find it. Batista with that wicked submission. Goldberg is gone.
Did the Miz and Batista? Wow. I wouldn't have called that one. Well, not Miz, anyway. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, all we have left to face Sting next week will either be Finn Balor or Batista.
Oh, I thought that was the Miz. Whoops.
It's the trio wall.
I was looking at the stream again. I was looking at the chat.
Every time I see the trio wall, I think of Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, hell yeah. Now and forever.
I tell you, I love me a good axe handle.
The chin lock.
And chin lock.
Boring.
Hit him with the powerplex. I know Batista's got a spear line block in his arsenal.
That's not a person I want to take any move from, let alone the spear line block.
You ain't lying, buddy.
That's a massive human
have
being.
You have you seen the Guardians movies?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I'm a Marvel
He's
freak.
so good in those. Two. Ooh.
In fact,
he's so good in those. I love him.
Starting Monday, I discovered that if you watch one of the movies a week from now until when Infinity War comes out, it lines up like you'll finish with Infinity War when it comes out. It's like lined up perfect. It's almost like they had to plan it that way.
Does that include Black Panther?
Yeah. Then, which that'll probably be the one caveat because I don't, unless they have a bootleg copy, but I doubt it'll be out already. I guess it's not impossible. Infinity War comes out in May, and I think Black Panther comes out in February, right?
February. Batista with that submission again. Is Balor going to tap?
There's nowhere to go, no one to save him.
No. Yeah, I doubt Black Panther would be out on DVD by then.
So that one's kind of, it's kind of the asterisk, but still.
Yeah.
It gives me, I mean, I've been collecting them on Amazon Prime. This gives me the chance to finish up, get the ones I don't have yet anyway. I've been meaning to buy Spider-Man. I've been wanting to watch that again.
That was good.
I really, they did a really good job, man. I was really impressed.
Michael Keaton was really good in that.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Got it covered. One, two. No.
Kidney thieves. Yeah, I can't say.
Yeah, I've been looking at that. I'm gonna have to check them out. Oh, Batista. Trying to pull off his best Hogan. Oh, I shouldn't say that name.
Snap.
Hell, Brawny the Strowman pulled off a Hogan at MSG last night.
What did he do?
He did the posing and he ripped the shirt and everything. I saw pictures of it.
Dude, Braun Strowman's got a lot of personality. I've been kind of
surprised. Wait a minute! Now they're gonna take it here. Coup de grace!
Man. One,
two,
three,
ladies and gentlemen.
We have a winner.
Finn Balor will face Sting on next week's Go Home episode to Extreme Rules.
That is a hell of a match. To see
who will face Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules.
That was a good one, man. That came out really well.
Boy. Oh man, Sting against Finn Balor. Can we say dream match?
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
My God.
And then the winner of that match fights Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah, exactly. In an undisclosed stipulations match.
So even if they win, they kind of lose.
Yeah. I mean, do you ever really win when you're facing Brock Lesnar?
No, you lose a little less each time.
I'll go with that.
I like his music too.
I love his music.
Well, that was a hell of a show,
Well,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen.
And a good way to round things out.
Oh,
An impressive victory by Finn Balor.
Whew, that was. I'm pretty proud of that show. That was a good show.
So it'll be him and Steen next week for the #1 contender spot for the Universal Belt, right? Brock Lesnar.
Indeed, and
Nice.
we're also going to have the Bar and the Von Erichs for the #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championship.
And who was there a heavyweight title match next week?
No, that is the Universal title.
No, the U.S.
Oh no, the U.S. that was the Christian and AJ match was the U.S. Championship match.
Okay.
No, going into the pay-per-view, so far, what we know we're going to see is Brock Lesnar defending the Universal Championship against either Sting or Finn Balor. The Outsiders defending the Tag Team Championships against either the Bar or the Von Erichs. And we will see Lita defend the Women's Championship against both Carmella and Nia Jax in a triple threat match. And we may just see, according to Aleister Black, threw down the challenge tonight, Aleister Black against Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Bray Wyatt has to say back to that. They're trying to play mind games on each other, and something's got to give eventually.
Indeed.
Iggy, thanks for joining us. We'll be back
Next
week for SmackDown Raw, then Extreme Rules on Thursday.
Indeed. Got a 3-day week next week instead of a 2-day week.
We gotta decide when we're gonna do the Survivor Series review. Start doing those reviews too. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, and there's something else with Raw 25 coming up, January 22nd. It's the 25th anniversary show for Raw. I would love to put up a review for that.
That'd be cool.
Because there's no telling who we're going to see come back for it.
You think I bet Shawn Michaels will show up, and The Undertaker.
More than likely.
I think Shawn Michaels, I think they were both on the first episode, weren't they?
Yep.
Wow, 25 years, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It went from being a 1-hour live every other week wrestling show to like a 3-hour live juggernaut every week. It's just...
Yeah. It's nuts.
They have to write 5 hours of TV a week, man.
Yeah.
And that's just for the main... That's not talking about NXT, which I'm sure they have their own...
And 205 Live.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah. And now this United Kingdom thing too, right?
They're trying for it. But that'll probably be taped like 3-4 weeks at a time like NXT is.
Oh, okay. Still
well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been TGW Raw May Week 3, even though today is December 27th.
Shh. They don't have to know that.
Kayfabe.
God, I wish it was May. Then it wouldn't be frozen solid outside.
Well, you ain't lying.
Well, you might still be. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably would be. Oh, so, ladies and gentlemen, please like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TGWrestling. Follow us on Twitter at ThoseGuys734. Follow me on Twitter at EvilPenguin1981. You can follow my tag team partner on Twitter at
OddSmith311.
You can search us on YouTube by searching Those Guys Wrestling, or we are a featured channel on BananaRoMa TV. You can find that channel by typing in #ControlFreaks.
And we should pop up as the #1. Just click on our channel and look over to the side on the right-hand side. You'll see Those Guys Wrestling. Can't miss it. And also BananaRoMa. I always forget about this. BananaRoMa TV on Twitter. We usually chime in and announce when we're going live and stuff. That's at BananaRoMa_TV. I always forget about it.
BananaRoMa.
BananaRoMa. I'm sorry. It's BananaRoMa. I always just stop and think about it.
Just remember that shit is bananas.
Bananas. BANANAS.
And now that's going to be stuck in your head for the next week. You're welcome.
I fucking love that song, dude. I listen to shit out of that song. I drive down the road in the summertime blasting that shit out of the van. And as I get older and the kids get older and they get more embarrassed by me, it's going to be even better.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is EvilPenguinGaming.
And I am OddSmith311 and I can't talk.
And we will see you next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the final week of TGW SmackDown leading into Extreme Rules.
Yay!
Yay! Bye!
Have a good night, everybody.